to commemorate Sri Gurudev's coming to West, its 50th anniversary. And at the same time, the foundation day of this ashram, which was established by Sri Gurudev in his holy presence in the year 1998, September 6th. In reality, the ashram life in Austria started from September 1994 from a small little place in behind Gasse. Today the thought came to me in our Kriya lineage, month of August, September, October is very nice. You'll ask why. In August, we got 2 ashrams opened. Ashram in Stärksel, ashram in Poland. In the month of September, ashram in Miami, homestead. Ashram here, and also ashram in Texas. In October, ashram in Denver, and also ashram in Brazil. So this period is very nice. Although in India, this period is considered as the time of rest of the divine. In the biblical description, that when God started creation, he wanted to have a little rest. And in the Torah, it is said, Saturday is the rest of God. Saturday, Sabbath day. In the Hindu tradition, in the Vedic culture, so there is no day, a part of the year. So a part of the year means it is about 4 months, and which is continuing now. It is the time of rest. It is said these 4 months, this our earthly 1 year is 1 day in the divine kingdom. Our 1 year is 1 day there. In the day, night time, 8 hours we take rest. So our 4 months is 8 hours in the divine kingdom. However, so we have assembled here. I came from India, then went to Stärksel in Holland, in the Netherlands. Then I came to Poland for the Ashram's foundation. Then I'm here. So this program started yesterday evening, and it will continue till Monday noontime. When Sri Gurudev came to Vienna, as I have heard from people, and as we know, Christine Emma was one of the instruments, and also she traveled with Gurudev to many different places. So Gurudev told her that in his Vienna is quite broad. So in Vienna, there will be a center, and it will be a prominent place. And if we look at his life, he came to West in 1974. The last few years, he stayed in West and he did not go back to India. From 96 onwards, he stayed in West. So from 94, 93, we can say 93 when he started Holland Ashram, 94, he started staying a little longer in Vienna. He prepared the groundwork that he's not going back to India gradually. We don't know what the masters plan, but they must be knowing this divine plan. So he stayed in Vienna for some time, from one house to the another house, and ultimately we came here. And if I remember correctly, as this date was finalized very quick and the programs were already planned long before, so I had to come from USA, making a little modification in the program. I reached here on 5th of September, 6th inauguration, 7th going to Poland, 8th coming back, then 9th back to USA. So that was quite hectic. When Sri Gurudev came here, and you might have heard that this house itself, our ashram at present, for the new students, it was not the other part of the house, other part of the property, it was only this much, it was the ashram. And so this house, to another thing, in India, most of the ashrams are built from the scratch. You buy a piece of land, then you build. Most of our ashrams in West till now, we have some addition, alteration, but most of the ashrams there, we buy the property with us, some construction, some houses, we use that. For example, this house, this ashram, the total structure was as it is. I think so. Only we renovated the upstairs, the rooms, and this hall we changed quite a bit. So this house was originally used for breeding dog. Breeding dog. And Gurudev said, from dog's house, I'll convert it into God's house. In English, it is very easy to say D-O-G, G-O-D. Sri Gurudev always made a little humorous remark. Are you G-O-D or D-O-G? Sometimes what will happen, we are sitting in the hall, pin drop silence. Meditation, very quiet. After meditation, once we go out, do you know what happens? We start talking. And slowly the talk, the frequency, the intensity goes on increasing. And when we are in the dining hall, sometimes it might be louder. Gurudev used to make little remark. They are making how, just like barking. So we all are God in human being, Gurudev said. But in reality, in our thinking, in our communication, expression, in our every movement, are we maintaining God-like state or we are forgetting? If we forget, in the language of Sri Gurudev, we are not God, we are D-O, I will not tell. So, however, when I was given a piece of paper for this program, I was given a small slip, a request. Request is, during this stay here, or during satsang, can you speak on divine qualities of Sri Gurudev? To think of Sri Gurudev, to speak of Sri Gurudev, to remember him, it is really beautiful. And to me, it is just like meditation. When this request was given to me, then I thought, why should we speak of divine qualities? He was a human being, just like we are human beings. And he became like this. And he tells us we can also be like that. Instead of speaking of divine qualities of Gurudev, why not human qualities of Gurudev? This thought also came to me. However, we are here, and as I told you that we are commemorating his 50th year of coming to West. Peter Baba is inwardly commemorating his 50th year of being initiated into Kriya Yoga. Gurudev came to West, he went to India and got initiated in Puri. For example, the disciples like here, Joachim Baba, Harmene Mat, they will think, okay, we came to know Gurudev during those days. And to me, although I was much younger to Peter Baba in age, I came to Gurudev 50 years ago. I came to know about him from newspaper. As a schoolboy, I read in the newspaper a small caption, Gurudev's return from West. So it had a very strong impact in my mind that a monk from Odisha, which is considered as a very backward state in India, poor. And a monk going from India, Odisha to West, and he was accepted, he was loved, and so on. That was my thought in the mind. Coincidentally, in 1974, when I was a schoolboy, boy of 14, 15, so that is the first coming to the Ganga, going to the Himalayas. That was also my 50th anniversary. However, I'll speak a little bit of Sri Gurudev just for my own, I'm not telling you, it is for my own joy and recollection. As I came to Sri Gurudev in the year 1980, physically we had, association, just like we are sitting, it's till 2002. It is a span of 22 years. But don't think this 22 years is quite big. We didn't have to long, staying with him months, years, not like that. He was a traveling monk. He was traveling in India. He was traveling abroad. Sometimes he did not go back to India for over a year. So, like this, so whenever there was possibility, opportunity, I didn't miss it. Although I was a college student, then I was working, I was having a job like all of you. I always tried to be with him. Now, I will tell what I saw him, what qualities I saw in him. First thing I have told many times, when I saw him, my first physical encounter, eye to eye, looking at him, I really was confused with him. Confused in the sense, I had my childhood urge to be in the company of sadhus. from my childhood. So I came to him, I knew about him, I read from the newspaper, and he was living in Cuttack, where I was a student. Why I got confused for a couple of things. First thing, I had a very strange idea about sadhus. And if I tell strange idea, it has changed also in me. Sadhus should be very simple. Their clothes should be never ironed, never pressed. Hair should be unkempt, matted hair, or no hair, like Buddha. And like this type of idea in my head. When I entered the room where Gurudev was, I found he was sitting on a bed in a disciple's home. It was quite a big room. Lot of people were sitting, and he was sitting on the bed, he was talking. From distance, I bowed to him, as it is a traditional way to. I did not go close to him because many sadhus don't allow their feet to be touched. So I bowed from the distance and I sat down. First I saw his appearance. He was very pleasing. His eyes, unbelievable eyes. Beautiful, powerful. To me, his eyes were more powerful than X-ray. That was as I felt. But on the other hand, his tone, his voice was very melodious, very sweet. And even if he was talking, it was just like he was singing. But the other thing which made confusion in me, shampooed hair. A sadhu will shampoo his hair, nicely well kept. Not only that, his beard well trimmed, mustache trimmed. Because I saw sadhus from my childhood. If you look at the picture of Sri Sanyal Mahasaya, look at his mustache. You can see his lips. That was my idea of sadhus. And if you look at Gurudev, his lips are so sweet, cute, and why he has trimmed this? Well-trimmed beard, well-kept hair, shampooed hair, golden framed glasses, and polyester clothes. This was my first confusion. And we the human beings always look at outer things. That was also me, and that I saw. Then I got confused, listening to the discussion which was going on. It was not that he was talking just like I am talking and you are listening. There was a debate going on between a visitor and Gurudev. And the visitor is justifying vegetarian food is good. And Gurudev is countering it. My idea of sadhu in India, a monk, will be a purely vegetarian, and which Gurudev was. No onion, no garlic, and sattvic food. And should tell people you should take this. But Gurudev is telling, do you think that taking vegetarian food one will be spiritual? If by taking vegetarian food all will be spiritual, then the goat, sheep, cows, they all will be realized. Because they're completely vegetarian. Are they realized? Do you think that taking dip in the Ganga, people will be surely? If so, all the fish in the Ganga will be highly spiritual. Are they? Just like this was, whatever that man was talking, Gurudev was countering. Gurudev said, I remember, he said, do you want a bulky body, like big tummy, or you want slim, well-built body? He said, well-built body. He said, look at the tiger, look at the lion, and look at the elephant. All vegetarians, Gurudev was telling, like big belly. I did not know that Gurudev was hammering his ego, not that telling which food he will take. At last, Gurudev caught hold of him. He said, why do you eat so much of non-vegetarian food? Then he said, I'm a purely vegetarian. He said, no. I was just silent spectator, witness what is going on. I am a completely vegetarian person. He said, speaking of non-veg food again and again, bad, 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 bad. It is as good as eating. It is not the food that you eat with the mouth. Think this is food, hear it is food, speak it is food. Why you are speaking all this? Can you make the whole world vegetarian? Was there at any time the world was vegetarian like this? So then discussion came to end. Then Gurudev folded his hand. He told, because there were some uninitiated people like me and some disciples. Then he said, those who are not initiated into Kriya Yoga can kindly leave. Tomorrow there is also satsang can come. Now there will be meditation for initiated. So people were leaving. Then I was leaving. He told, you sit down. Again, I got confused. He told those who are not initiated should go. And I am not initiated. He is telling you sit down. From that day, our journey started. It is not only 2002 when he left his body. Till now, it is continuing. Always remember, the student-teacher relationship, which we call as Shishya Guru, Guru Shishya Sambandha, it is a very pure, it is divine, and I often quoted Vinoba, follower of Gandhi. He told an interesting thing. We have discussed it again to remind you. In the Taittiriya Upanishad, it is said, Matrudeva Bhava, love your mother as divine. Pitrudeva Bhava, love your father as divine. It's the Upanishadic, Vedic commandment. Acharya Deva Bhava, love your teacher as divine. Atithi Deva Bhava, consider your guest as divine. Swami Vivekananda, who came to us, it was, you can tell, 170 years ago he was with us. He added two more things with this. He said, Murkha Deva Bhava, consider uneducated people as divine. Help them to be educated. Daridra Deva Bhava, consider poor people as divine and help them to rise above poverty. And he not only he spoke, he worked. That was Swami Vivekananda. I loved him. I love him. Acharya Vinoba added few things. He said, Shishya Deva Bhava, a teacher should consider student as divine. And teacher should help the student to rise up. Then he said, Shishya Deva Bhava, Paraspara Deva Bhava, consider each other. We are divine. It is said by the masters that the student will look at the teacher will look at the student, but the teacher will tell, let us look at God, not at me, not at you. Our relationship is not for you and me and we. No, you have come to me, I will turn your mind to God. I will turn your mind towards truth. I will turn your mind towards divinity. I will turn your minds towards pure love. That is the duty of the teacher. Again and again, again and again, again and again to remind, no, turn your mind there. When I came to Sri Gurudev, and with all these years, when I stayed with him, how to say, sometimes except going toilet, Gurudev going to toilet, I have stayed with him the rest of the time. You can say 23 hours, few minutes. I have watched him, seen him. I have seen him, as you hear from many teachers, many disciples, those who have seen him, observed him, they will tell he's very loving, very sweet. He's sometimes strict, sometimes. Gurudev was completely a human being. Then think of God. I'll tell a few examples. The example is in ashram, there will be thread ceremony of two brothers. These two brothers, they're young, little cute Brahmin boys. Parents were disciples. Grandmother was disciple. So it was for generations, Gurudev's disciples. And when there is thread ceremony, they should fast. No food. Because it is very... And it is a long ceremony. The children have to sit there. Do you know what Gurudev did? Again, it is little bit in the beginning. I was confused, but then I understood what it is. He told us to prepare some food at 4 o'clock in the morning and call these two boys to his room and to eat the food. Then I told Baba, it is thread ceremony, they should fast. Yes, they will fast tomorrow. You know, in the Hindu tradition, the day begins with the sunrise. Not that English calendar or timing, Western timing, at midnight the date and day changes. That is not. 4 o'clock it is, yes, so they will fast tomorrow. So we call these two boys. Gurudev sat down and told, eat this, eat this, eat this. Then Gurudev told me, you know, when the stomach will be empty, their mind will be more in the stomach, less on God. Just you think, if the stomach is empty, the mind will be less on God, more on the stomach, because, and if the condition is normal, the mind can be turned towards God. So this cute, other people can endure fasting. We, little children, they cannot really. So it is good to feed them. This is one simple example. From this example, let us understand what quality of Gurudev we see in him. We are grown up, adult, matured. We have breakfast time, lunch time, dinner time. For example, I take food 2 times in a day nowadays. You take food 3 times. Some people take 4 times, but we have some time. Does a baby has time? Can a mother tell, no, this is not your... The baby is to suck milk from the mother. Anytime the baby cries. So here Gurudev showed, he was like mother, knowing what is going on, taking care of these 2 children. Let them take food, let them be there. And I'll tell you how Gurudev was very, very human. Very human means doctor told the patient, if his diet doesn't change, it is very difficult to recover. And the patient was none but Gurudev's brother disciple, Swami Narayan Giri, Prabhuji. He, during those days, you know, protein-rich food substitute, as we get nowadays, it was not there. Nowadays, one can be purely vegan. You can have enough nutritious food. Milk product, if one is taking, like, so there are so much of alternatives. During those days, and Gurudev told his brother disciple, you have to be treated. You have multiple sickness along with tuberculosis. You need good food. He said, what good food? Gurudev said, there is nothing wrong in changing your food habit. He said, no. So Gurudev didn't say anything. But Gurudev modified his food in such a way, he doesn't know which food, he doesn't even smell or taste anything which food he's taking, but it was nutritious. Don't ask me what he did. And he recovered. Gurudev never told him what he did to him. He became healthy, he lived for quite a few years. Although he was younger to Gurudev, he was initiated into Kriya Yoga much before Gurudev. And he was the one who told that Yukteswarji is sitting in that room, you can try your luck. He was very young. The thing is, Gurudev completely, whatever is needed, we should follow. We should not be too much dogmatic. I have told this story again and again. I had sickness from my birth. Everyday allopathic medicine. Everyday doctor. It was really painful. In 1978, by God's grace, I got a person who told me, you can give up allopathic medicine, you can be healthy. I followed him, naturopathy. And really, so I came to Gurudev in 80 and so on. At that time, without medicine, I was healthier. So slowly I developed the idea, why medicine? When I came to Sri Gurudev, I saw him, he is very good in taking medicines. I got confused. A yogi, one who has reached this state, why so much of medicine? Is it needed? Sometimes he will take anybody will come, Baba, you should take this, some Ayurvedic medicine. Yes, good, give me. Somebody will tell homeopathy, somebody will tell, anybody who told anything, he will tell, okay, I'll take it. Sometimes he will tell, this is for Cuttack, this is for Kolkata, this is for New York, like this. He will be, do you know, I am suffering from running nose, very uncomfortable, but I'm serving him. I had a towel on my hand and I'm working. Towel near my nose. He told me, Baba, open my bag. I opened his bag. Open this packet. I opened the packet. Bring this tablet. I brought this tablet. Take one out. I took one out. Take it. So, my ego, why should I take it? I'm not taking, I can endure it. He said, take it. What I did, those who have seen him in Puri, in his room, there was a small clay pot. His drinking water is kept in the clay pot and a glass. So outside his room, there was an enclosed veranda. There was a place where there is, again, clay pot and drinking water, where the residents used to drink. So I was going there, and with the thought in my mind, I'll not take tablet, because I'll stick to my principle. And remember, this is nothing but ego. Ego in human life is so strange, and we don't know that we have ego. We might think that we are very nice, this is good. No. It is said in the scriptures, Ajñam Gurunam hi abhicharaniya. The command of the Guru, don't debate on this. He told this. Sometimes he will tell, will you not use your mind? When he's telling about eat this, there is nothing of mind. If he's talking of high spiritual truth, sometimes I told the story, the Guru told, kill this bird, where nobody will see. Don't take it literally. But here, Guru wants to test you, but here Guru is telling, eat this. Do you know when Gurudev told me, one day what Gurudev did? It was in 1996, 98, 1998. 1998, I had a plan. Till beginning of March, the end of March, I was in USA. I had to come to Vienna. At that time, this ashram was not there. Then I had to go to Sterksel. Then I had a secret plan to go to India. It was my secret plan. Nobody knew. And I know if I tell Gurudev, Gurudev will not, because Gurudev didn't allow me to go to India. And the secret plan was why? To go to Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela in Haridwar. In 90, it was not 98, 19, yep, 98. So, in what is the 98, 12 years, 86. 86 Haridwar Kumbh Mela, I booked the ticket. So I was with Gurudev. Gurudev, satsang was going on. Gurudev said, what is Kumbh Mela? He told, there is no need to go to Kumbh Mela. He spoke. I thought, oh God, all sadhus go there and he's telling, don't go. Then I thought he's telling everybody. I had booked my ticket. Another day, I am alone with him. He said, there is no need to go to Kumbh Mela. Again, he repeated the same thing. I cancelled the ticket. In that Kumbh Mela, there was a big stampede, hundreds of people. Hundreds of people. So 12 years after, in 1998, I had this secret plan. I'll come here and I'll go to India. I came to Miami. From there, I'll come to Vienna. Gurudev called me to his room. He said, what is your plan? I said, Baba, to go to Vienna. When? So I told the date. After Vienna, I said, Sterksel. After Sterksel, program continues. I didn't say that I want to go to India. I said, program continues. He said, all right, all your programs are cancelled. I said, Baba, they will be really sad. They will be really sad if I don't go. They will be really happy. Call the mother who was working in the office in Miami, ashram. Write this on fax that all his programs are cancelled. He will be with me and he is not taking care of his health. I will take care of his health. And so my program was cancelled. He cancelled it. You see, many times you will tell it is divine. It is not human. He knew that you are tricking him. And he know that you are playing with him. But however, what he did, do you know? He has bought boxes of, it is not condensed milk, but it's a drink. Its name is Ensure in USA. And milk, and with milk something added. Very delicious, nice taste and flavor. And each container, he told me, taking me alone to his, those who have seen his room in Miami ashram, bedroom, bathroom, in between there is a, what you say? So there is a closet, so there is a small refrigerator. On the top, this container he has kept. Morning, noontime, late afternoon. 3 containers you should drink. I don't like to drink milk. From my childhood, because of too much of pressure, drink milk, drink milk, drink milk, I have really developed a little bit, no. Can you imagine? He counts. Other Swamis, they knew that I don't like to drink milk, and they think that I am going inside to drink, I must be pouring out. But I was not pouring. I took, he's telling. So you come back again to the tablet. When I told I'm going out for water, he said, water is here. I said, it is Gurudev's glass. Yes, Gurudev's glass and your glass is one. So he was like a mother. looking at my well-being, that I should not suffer. He's like a strict mother or a father, knowing that the medicine is taken. Do you know what a good doctor does? There are three types of disciples. There are like three types of patients. The doctor prescribes the medicine and tells, take this medicine, this, and good patient, they take the prescription, follow the doctor. They're good disciples. Whatever the teacher told, they follow it. And the worst patient, they don't take medicine. Here is the doctor should see that the patient is taking medicine. So Gurudev is like that. So he told me, take this medicine in my presence. So I took it. This is where we have ego. And you think of what nature or quality, which quality Gurudev has. It is completely a human quality. It's a completely human quality. It is nothing to see that my child should not suffer. He should be healthy. Do you know what happened once? I was here in this ashram. I love to fast. There is some contrast between Gurudev and me in he was fasting in his young age. He told me why he stopped fasting. But I love to fast. So once I fasted here, maybe 9 or 10 days, then next day I flew. I broke my fast, took some normal food, next day I flew. When I went there, because when you fast 9, 10 days, you become little. So what he did, he called me to his room and told others to go. And he told me to lock the door. He asked me, you can't imagine, what happened to you? I said, well, nothing. Tell me what happened to you. But nothing has happened. He insisted, tell me, you have lost weight? Is your health all right? Is your mind all right? Did anything happen to you? And he went on. Here you can't say, Guru is omniscient, he must be knowing. He knows or not, it doesn't matter, but he, as a caring, loving mother, just concerned about a disciple's health and talking why? Then I had to tell Baba, I fasted a little bit. Oh, I said in 2 days it will be all right. And it is true, if I fast, I look like this, in 2 days my weight goes back to normal state. Nothing is lost. So this is what Gurudev is. Gurudev is a human being. Gurudev is a God in human being. And to me, ultimately, Gurudev is God to me. But Gurudev as a human being, because we are human, we should see first, we should imitate as a human, to see his human nature. When Jesus was there, one day, people criticized him. He's eating so much, he's eating like a glutton. Is it? One day Jesus said, people will tell, if you don't eat, people will say he's not eating. If you eat, they will say he's eating. Whatever you do, people will say. So Gurudev was completely a human being who lived among us. Gurudev was a divine being who also lived among us. To understand Gurudev, we should look at his life, how he lived. You will find both qualities in him, as a child, as a special child, as a son, as a special son. He had both. We know Gurudev was born in the year 1907, 117 years ago. And it was in British India, when India was not like now. It was ruled by the British. It was a colony. And he was born in a Bengali family, Brahmin family in Bengal. And to tell you, when Gurudev was born, Calcutta was capital of India. Calcutta was capital of British India. Few years after Gurudev's birth, it was shifted from Kolkata to Delhi. Calcutta was the capital. And European culture mostly landed in Kolkata, moved anywhere. Nearby Kolkata, there was also French area. Pondicherry, yes, but near Kolkata, near Chandannagar, Srirampur, it was, you know this? The French were there. India was colonized by 4 European countries. Portuguese, Dutch, French, and the British. 4 European countries started their colony in India, and British dominated. Gurudev was born in British India in a Bengali family. I'll tell you about this Bengali family and Gurudev. Gurudev, those who are born in Bengal, Bengal is known as people food delicacy. Bengali food is very delicate food, and in Bengal, the percentage of non-vegetarian people the highest in India, non-vegetarian. So the sadhus in India, they consider Bengali people, Bengali sadhu. Do you know what happened? One sadhu told Gurudev, oh, you are Bengali. Gurudev said, if I were talking non-veg food, fish, if I take the name of fish, I'll vomit. Can you imagine? He said, if you take name of the fish, you'll vomit. Gurudev said, fish, and he vomited. The same thing happened. It is the human, but he had control over his body. And he wanted to show that don't criticize people. Just taking the name, he could vomit. It happened in New York, Washington, D.C. Gurudev was in D.C. area. There was a few Hare Krishna people. They speak of chanting the name. Gurudev said, do you know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He told Haribol once and he was in Samadhi. Once Haribol. You are dancing, singing. What is happening? Are you getting that state? You should be more peaceful and calm. Then they asked, can you get that state telling Haribol? Gurudev said, yes. Gurudev told Haribol and in Samadhi. The purpose of telling this, he had both the qualities. He was human being talking. He was wonderful teacher, and at the same time, he has so much of attainment in his life, spiritual attainment, amazing. But he achieved all this how? That is what we should try to follow. If he could, we will. It is the beauty in our lineage. You can find in the world, there are many teachers teaching many things, beautiful. But you will not find a lineage where guru, disciple, 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 his disciple, his disciple, his disciple, like this. So here is Gurudev, who lived as a human being, and he did his sadhana, he achieved this state, and he showed us the way. Do this, you will also get it. The problem with all of us, we know, but how sincere are we in our practice? He told very simple thing. Watch your breath. In every breath, you love God. Is there any easier technique than this? In every breath to love God. Nobody's telling keep your head down and feet up. But how long? You can't. Nobody's telling sing and chant. But how long you can sing and chant? You cannot. But as breath is flowing so natural and easy, it is going on day and night, just give your little mind to it. Gurudev said, you can do two things at the same time. He said, keep the fraction of your mind to this, in the fontanel, to God, do your work. Be in the world, do your worldly duties and responsibilities, but keeping the mind with God. It is not difficult. It is two things can be combined together. Mind with God, a fraction of the mind, and then doing the work. For example, I'm talking to you. Even if I'm talking to you, I'm watching my breath, and my attention is in the point where I should, and I'm looking at you and talking to you. It is possible. In the beginning, it was not possible. He was asking now and then, are you watching your breath? How much are you conscious? In a day, out of 24 hours, how many hours do you forget? Again and again, he was asking us, because this is the way we have to grow up. So if we do not practice, we can tell people, this. Speaking is very easy. Speaking is very easy. One can get beautiful lecture, but how much we practice? What is our change? Gurudev said, a mango is there in the tree. This is Gurudev's example. That mango will ripe, which sticks to the tree till it is completely ripe. Here we can take the apple. That apple will ripe, which sticks to the plant or the tree till it is completely ripe. Once it is ripe, again Gurudev's mango example, its color will change and it is naturally detached from the tree. We should be like that. We should be attached to the tree. Tree means God and Gurus. And attached till complete maturity. It should be completely ripe. Nowadays, the mango which we get in the market or the banana which we get in the market, they're not really ripe. Do you know this? They're not really ripe. We make them artificially ripe. And this is the modern time. We have artificial spiritual attainment. Are we really ripening? Is my real nature changing? Gurudev told, when the mango will ripe, its color will change, smell will change, inside, outside, there will be complete transformation. And Gurudev told that this attainment which he got, it was not in childhood he worked for it. Gurudev said, life is not an empty dream. We have to work, we have to work, we have to work. We'll fail. No problem. Again, I'll work. Again, I'll put effort. If we don't work hard, remember, we come to the program, beautiful teachers, nice classes, nice food, nice people, little chit chat, then we go back. Year after year, time is changing. How much I am changing? So, when I think of Sri Gurudev, today I started a new work. You'll say, which work you started? I love to work. When I stayed with Sri Gurudev, in the beginning years, I tried on testing him. Then I saw that whatever he's talking, nobody's recording, nobody's writing down. The words are going. Only those who came from West, sometimes they recorded, sometimes they took photograph in India, but there's nothing. And there is no organized way to keep all these things. So I started writing in my notebook. So whatever I wrote down, it is printed in 5 volumes in the company of my master. Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is. When that work was over, I became a little sad. Oh, it's all done. What more to do? Then the thought came to me, when I was staying with him, I was not only writing, I was also recording. I had transcribed. I have, in the vacation or when Gurudev was not there, so observing silence, listening to his talk and whatever he was teaching, I was writing down. Where are those notebooks? Where are those? It was too thick, big volumes. Nearly 1,000 pages I have written. I found it. So today I started typing. I have typed only this much. Then I was thinking, because it has also date wise some, I was thinking, okay, how to present this book or how to, because in the company of the master is there. We'll see. Let me type first. So when I was typing today, what he told, which I typed, he said, you know, just like in a moment's time, your mind can go from here to India. He was talking this in Washington, D.C. in 1983, July 31st. Just like in a moment's time, your mind can go to, he's telling my mind can go to ashram and can come back. In the same moment's time, your mind can go to God. In just a moment's time. Let us sit with eyes closed. With deep love, let us think of God and Sri Gurudev. Let us pray to God and Gurudev. O God, O Gurudev, you gave us this opportunity to be on path of spirituality. Teach me, train me, guide me. I will be your worthy child, worthy disciple. I will transfer my life. You have told forgetfulness is death. Remembrance of divinity is life. I will not forget you. I will love you in every breath. I will continue my practice again and again. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity everywhere. Om. Amen. Thank you all.